and today I'm just gonna take you through my most recent sketchbook. It's not finished, but it is in progress, and I filled a lot of the pages already. Let's just talk about this sketchbook today. All right, so this is my most recent sketchbook, and I started it 3/21/18, and so far I sketched in this book almost every day ever since I got it. So I skip around a lot, but here's my first page here. Testing out a few pens that I bought, and on the first page I just start creating some items that I liked, just out of my mind. I've been drawing for a long time, so I got a lot of things reserved in my brain, and I just sketch out ideas. Sometimes I sketch out stuff that I see that I like, and I use Pinterest, Instagram, any social media I can get on, and just look at other people's work that I get inspired to draw things when I have nothing else to draw. That's always key. So some of the items I've seen, this is my version of something that I saw. This is something out of my head. This is, of course, everybody knows him. But anyway, just some items I saw, just ideas and concepts, and I like the way the shading was on the drawing. I just sketched it out. A lot of these sketches are great. A lot of them are horrible, but it's a sketchbook, so you can experiment and try things differently in sketchbooks that you probably normally wouldn't do, not on finished product anyway, that you want to show off. But a lot of sketches, we got comic book characters and all kinds of other animals, and just anything that you can find you get inspired by, just draw it. When you draw something that someone else has created, or your version of it, you kind of get ideas for other things that you can draw on your own, and you kind of get a style as well, because you start to pick up how they created their items, their drawings. This was for a tattoo idea I had, so I just found some stuff on the internet and just kept going and created this. I do design tattoos for people as well, and I also do tattoos on people, but a lot of times I would just create stuff for them, and I've sold items like that and made money off of that, or done the tattoos myself. And this was just some ideas I was working out for a goat. Don't know why, just felt like drawing goats. Some are just random items that I kind of just sketched out. Spray can and little girl's face. This kind of looks like one of my cousin's kids. But anyway, this is just crosses for tattoo ideas I had. I didn't do any of these, but just ideas. Lion face, looking up. I didn't even finish it, but I like the way it looks unfinished, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. Could darken up the lines a little more, but I won't, unless I do something with it. And here's a cross idea. Didn't work out. They didn't like it, so whatever. This was actually from a picture of a girl in cosplay, and I just kind of sketched it out. I didn't do anything more with it, but if I ever decide, I can go back and make adjustments or make it look better, or just ideas those days where I can't find anything else to draw or think of anything else to draw. These are characters for a book I'm putting together with a friend of mine. We've been writing and creating, and I've got a bunch of images already finished in Illustrator, but we're gonna get that finished very soon. Also, just some concept ideas for Christmas, Thanksgiving. Just taking ideas like, okay, what if we had more characters of this and that and the other? So I just go ahead and start creating things. More snowmen. I like the way that one came out the most, because I actually started to create more. But just ideas. This was a dog. I figured, hey, why not just draw a dog with no nose, no muzzle, kind of a sausage look to him, and then ended up drawing a cat too. But snowman, taking it further, made him look like Michael Jackson because the hat reminded me of Michael Jackson. So I just drew a snowman that looks like Michael Jackson. Here's some more Thanksgiving. I skip around a lot, so some pages I'll just skip if I have an idea I want to fill that page with, so I'll just come back to it. Sometimes I think the page is too empty, so I'll just go back and kind of fill it in with more items that I could just come up with. This turkey ended up getting liked by a client that wanted me to draw a turkey with an afro, so I ended up doing this as well on Illustrator and creating it for him. That was pretty fun, and he liked it. He actually printed it on a jacket, so that works. I'll show later on if you want to know, some of the clients I've worked with. I can definitely show you and give you samples of things that they got printed and done on clothing and on books and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, this is about the sketchbook, so I'll just keep it here. Also, more tattoo designs. I actually tattooed that. Well, a different version of this anyway, but very close to that. Sketches for tattoo ideas. I just never finished it. Just sketched it because they weren't sure if they were going to get it. And then just character I had kind of wanted to develop over time, and I ended up doing a finished product, but this was just rough sketches. Bunch of different things. I like animals a lot, as you could probably tell just by looking at my sketchbook. So anytime I find animals, I just kind of create things. This one created out of my mind. And then some stuff I look at other people's drawings. This one was another artist, animator. I like his style, so I just sketched one of his drawings. This was another artist. Don't know who that was, but I saw it and decided to sketch it. Movie characters, Ninja Turtles, mermaid. Didn't really like the way that one came out, but it was just an idea, just sketching it out. Tooth Fairy from Hellboy 2, I think. Tattoo ideas. Let's see. I was trying to come up with some sort of a logo for a fox or a wolf, but didn't do anything with it. Just to be creative. Rabbits. I like that one a lot. Like that one. This one's okay. The ones I like, I go back with pen and kind of draw them a little bit darker. Just kind of separate them. This was some sort of angel I just kind of thought of. I didn't finish it because I thought the pose was too static. So if I draw this again, I'm going to give it a more dynamic pose. This is a little bit more dynamic, but just getting some ideas out. And then I sketch everywhere. This was actually at my chiropractor's office. I was sitting in waiting room just sketching, and as for a tattoo idea, I ended up doing a tattoo, and it looked more like this, on a forearm from wrist to elbow. It's not completely finished because they still have to come back one more time for some more shading and background, but for the most part it's pretty much finished. He's just been out of town a lot lately, so he hasn't been able to come back. Sketch for ideas for tattoos. The client ended up picking, I think it was this one here. Yeah, that one. And I ended up drawing it twice, so, back and forth. This was on his chest. Don't know why he picked the chest, but he did. This was somebody else's drawing. I liked his style, the way he drew Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. And so I just kind of sketched it out, kind of get those huge forearms, and huge neck, tiny head. I don't know, it's a cool style. But anyway, something else I saw, just a skull, and this was something else, but I ended up turning it into a frog. These are tattoo ideas. That's the one he liked the most, without these hearts and bubbles, but ended up doing that one and putting his kids' names here, and it came out really nice. Let's see, we got flags, just trying to drape them different ways. This was a tattoo, this was a tattoo, but that he didn't pick that one. He did pick that one, he liked it. I tattooed that one, something similar to this. I ended up tattooing this one here and that one. This I illustrated because I liked it. I like the way that one came out too, so I'm gonna illustrate that one. And maybe that one, not too sure, it's kind of shaky, so I'm gonna think about that one. Anyway, more flags, trying to get a drape. I ended up going something similar to this but longer, with the tattoo, and it was on the shoulder, so draped across the shoulder, more like this, but like this. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see pictures of it. Vines for tattoos, just different vines. I ended up illustrating this Kermit. Like the way that came out. This was a Kermit that I saw somebody else created, and I liked it, sketched it, and then it gave me ideas for that one, and then that one eventually. And I like this one, the way it came out. And that was for a tattoo idea. It didn't come out that great, but I didn't pick it anyway. A couple of different characters come up with, I don't know, just sitting back and started sketching, and that's what I came up with. So kind of like the way they came out, and actually illustrated that one, working on that one, and I still have these two I want to finish up, and this one probably as well. So another flag, lion head. I did this one for Father's Day, just posted on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff. And a couple different chibi characters. Tooth Fairy looks kind of weird though, but marker, paintbrush, pencil, ghost. These were just working with my nephew and just trying to show him, hey, you can draw, simple characters and kind of make them cute or whatever. And I don't know, just random characters. Tried drawing a moose or something. I have no idea. Maybe deer. Looks weird. But anyway, not all of them work. Just a quick illustration of somebody diving in. I don't know. That's random. Just felt like drawing an eyeball with wings. So this kind of came up looking at Mikey. From, what's the name? That movie, that movie with the big eyeball anyway, but just kind of made my own creation here. Little crown, all that. Snails. These are tutorials as well for my nephew, just drawing shapes and kind of making them into things. And I like the way these two came out. Kind of like this one. This one was okay. Kind of looked like the one from SpongeBob. Yeah, these are a couple light sketches I never finished, but thought some kind of weasel with wings. Kind of like the way this one came out more, but I didn't finish. Logo designs, just kind of going back in my mind, and just creating something that I started creating when I was, I don't know, way younger, and figured, hey, why not do it again, right? I gotta find the old ones, but if I ever do, I'll post the, old and new. This was another artist. I like the way he scrunched up the lion face with glasses on. So I ended up just sketching it real quick. Tattoo design. I ended up going up with this one.